This week, we travel to St. Bart, where we reunite with friends and get some serious hiking in. We then take a bouncy sail over to St. Martin, where we ride out high winds at anchor by spending time on land, checking out all the things St. Martin has to offer. I even get in a little kiteboarding, which I still stink at.
'Cause even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, oh.
After the rough ride from St. John, we spent some time unwinding, then headed into Gustavia, the main town on St. Bart. We reconnected with our friend Seascape and headed up the hill to a fort, which was closed to the public, so we went further up to Fort Carl. Not much of a fort left, but there were some great views of the super yachts and Shell Beach. There were a lot of shops in town, so the boys did a lot of sitting and waiting. This place is really fun to just boat watch. We watched this huge yacht pull in. It was pretty amazing how they did it. Definitely a little harder than docking our boat. The next morning, we weaved our way through all the super yachts and headed to the Columbia Anchorage.
I figured I was using two hands.
Yeah, we were talking.
I also had a chicken and it's in my phone. Nice job, William.
To blast the water out of it. Have like a little okay.
After such a great hike, we decided the next day to do another one up to the top of the hill above the Columbia Anchorage.
It's only one big, huge room.
She's talking about how, okay. We're running.
Okay, you go.
And you were upset when I put my arms in the air every time.
What?
Yeah, I'm shocked that the blue people, when I bought it, I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
this the hike?
No.
You gotta go back.
You're loved. Yeah, and you are loved too.
Oh,
Indy Rocky.
yeah. Yeah. Road might have been a better idea.
Hopefully the boat missed the heavy rain.
For when you're up in the winter area.
Shane brought a stern anchor on a long bungee, which is great for beaches like this. You can pull the boat up to shore and get on, then the bungee pulls you off. It all worked really well until a wave got us just at the right angle. Luckily, we did not lose Shane.
I got that on video.
Well, after several great days in St. Bart, we have left and we are heading over to St. Martin. And I don't know how long we're going to stay there, probably a while. There's a lot to do, a lot to see, and most importantly, there is a kick-ass kiting beach. So hopefully I'll finally get around to kiting again this season. Wind Therapy left. They had to go meet some people and then head back to the US for a little bit. But Seascape is with us and sailing right alongside. It's a really nice downwind sail. It's 25 knots, but apparent is doable. And since it's downwind, the waves are easy. But it looks crazy when you look at the boat sailing right next to you. Anyway, we'll be in St. Martin. Looking forward to exploring that place. In St. Martin, there was a catamaran race going on, and we tried to steer very clear of it. But I ended up getting stuck right in the middle of it. I need to explain why we were all worried. I was under sail, and on a starboard tack, I had the right-of-way, but I also had nowhere to go. And then this powerboat comes rolling through. What I didn't know was that the two cats knew exactly what they were doing, and the powerboat is an experienced photography boat, but it sure was scary at the time.
That was crazy.
We settled into Marigot Bay, which was fairly calm, but there were huge swells. They died down enough for us to get a good night's sleep. So I'm at the helm, but we are not sailing. We're actually at anchor, and it's just really windy. Max winds we recorded so far around 30 knots. We're in Marigot Bay, and it's it just kind of sucks with all this wind. It's sort of like riding out a blow in the Bahamas. There's a cruisers meetup tonight, so we're going to try to go to that. If it isn't a total drench fest on the Dinghy N, we got to go right across there. And hopefully others will make it in too. We'll meet some new people. It ended up being a big crowd at the get-together, and we met some really nice folks. It's amazing how many people are moving around in these islands. Aaron and I decided to go check out Fort St. Louis. It was built by the French in the late 17th century to protect the Marigot warehouses from invading British and Dutch pirates. It played a pretty crucial role in the island's colonial history until its abandonment in the 19th century. Now all that's left is these ruins. We headed up to an anchorage in the north called Grand-Case to try to find a calmer spot, and this put us really close to Orient Beach. This is the spot on St. Martin for kiting. FYI, unless you want to see a bunch of old naked people, stay clear of the far end. I paid for a lesson since I've never been in waves and swells like this. The instructor's name was Adele and he was awesome. I had a speaker in my helmet so he could tell me how to adjust, and every time I caught the wind correctly, he would say, "You have the wind." It was awesome.
Uh-oh, we're going under your boat.
We went into Grand-Case for a weekly street festival that happens every Tuesday night from January to April called Harmony Nights. There were a ton of people and plenty of stores and vendors and artists out. I think we ate 3 or 4 different things wandering around. Later in the night, a bunch of dancers and a drum line came down the street. It reminded me a lot of Second Lines in New Orleans. The festival was a great time and well worth the stop. On the way back, we picked up an extra passenger, Ballyhoo jumped in our boat, and then we went to sleep listening to the faint sounds of the drums. We had a really great time in St. Martin, and as with almost all the places we visited, we definitely want to go back. Thanks so much for watching, and follow us on Instagram to see what we're up to daily. Stay tuned next week, where we journey on to St. Kitts, where we do a lot of land exploring. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.